YouTube? Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking to Auburn football. Go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Always is great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Finally, Auburn has some positivity when it comes to recruiting in 2021. Auburn had a definite dead period. It seems like about 2 months since Auburn has been able to acquire a quality recruit or a recruit at all. Landing Hal Presley out of the DFW area. Strangely enough, Auburn has done a really good job of recruiting in the Texas area. I think Chad Morris and his team are really doing a good job of recruiting out of the state of Texas. Now, although Hal Presley is a 3-star recruit listed at 0.87%, I think, when you really look at it, Texas produces a lot of talented football players. And what may be a 3-star recruit in Texas could possibly be a middle end or higher tier 4-star recruit somewhere else. One of the things that I really like about Hal Presley is the fact that he is definitely a deep threat. Auburn is facing a possibility to where you're going to have some guys leave out at the end of this year. Maybe even Seth Williams might even depart after this year. But Auburn, because of their recruiting, have done a really good job of not only recruiting for size at the wide receiver position, and these guys have some good catchability, and with the type of offense, when you combine Chad Morris and Gus Malzahn's approach, the ability to block on the perimeter to facilitate the run game. What do we like most about Hal Presley? Number one, he's a very viable deep threat. You can look for a lot of back shoulder throws to him. You can look for a lot of one-on-one situations in the red zone with him. And I think before this season's over, he's getting off to an incredible start, has a lot of touchdowns that he's caught so far in this young season, and a really impressive recruit who had actually committed to Baylor in the early stages of his recruiting process, but Auburn didn't let up. They continued to recruit him, and just a couple of weeks ago, yesterday, he flipped his commitment from Baylor, who was a home state team for him, to come all the way to Auburn. And I think that says a lot about Chad Morris. That says a lot about the Auburn program and their recruiting approach. They're taking things out of region to get these guys over to Auburn. You talk about the fact that they have Jaden Roberts. They got a great offensive lineman out of Texas. They got Landon Rice. All these guys coming out of Texas to come to Auburn to be able to have the opportunity to play SEC football. We're going to look for this in the long stretch, but this is a huge, whether you guys care to believe this or not, this is a huge recruit for the 2021 recruiting class. This guy's 6'3", 190 pounds. He's long. He has sneaky good speed. He has more of a stride, like he has a long stride, which makes him appear to not be as fast as he actually is. Huge recruit for Auburn. Big shout out to Auburn on the recruiting trail. And as always, subscribe to the channel. It's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.